What's up, guys? It's me, Trevon, and it's time to talk about crypto, the things that I'm into, and what's got my attention, because that's what it's all about, attention, right? So let's start it off looking at Binance. So I've been buying Steem for the past, I'll say 2 days. By the way, if you're watching this video on Library, you could have seen it earlier if you were one of my Patreons, because I post the video there first. And if you're watching this on YouTube, boy, you should be a Patreon or watch it on Library because I posted it there a long time ago. So let's go back. Looking at Binance, so I've been buying Steem, and that's because they're going to be adding communities very soon. So if we go over to beta.steemit.com, they have this new thing called communities that it's beta right now. But basically, so say I go to the 3Speak community, the owner of, from what I understand, I hope this is true, but basically you're gonna be able to buy a tag and basically a community like Reddit, and the owner of that word or that tag gets a percentage of every post that happens in that tag. So I'm not all the way sure about that, but I'm pretty sure that's probably how it works. Heard it from a good source. Now, I don't know exactly, but I'm definitely gonna buy some good tags that nobody's thought of. By the time communities comes out, probably all the good ones will be taken already, but I'm sure there are gonna be some that nobody has thought about to start communities around, and everyone that uses that tag. So I'm gonna be buying Steem. Steem has definitely gotten bigger with this communities aspect. It seems a lot like this. Feels like the room got really big. So I'm buying Steem. I think it's very undervalued. I mean, just looking at this chart, same as Library. I mean, if you're buying down here, it could go break new lows, but the odds, I mean, it's a lot more upside than there is downside. Speaking of, let's go to, I don't have it up here, LBC. Pulled back today. I bought some around here. We'll look at that in a second, but same thing. I mean, this could probably fall a little bit, come back to these moving averages, but I think Library is still very undervalued. So let's go over to library.tv. So I did a post today. This is called Library Only Content. And basically I just posted something that I didn't post anywhere else. I got 83 views, man. Definitely also, I think if you're not on Library and you are a content creator and you don't get many views, you should definitely come to Library. This is iFOMO Hard. He's on trending, and this is someone who doesn't get many views on YouTube. Now, he's probably trending because I did send him some support. I sent him, let's find it, 10,000 LBC support. So he's getting ranked. Now, he doesn't get this 10,000 LBC, but it basically pushes his video up to get more views, and it's working because he's on trending now. So I love that. Also, tips. I'm getting a lot of tips. And I'm getting tips from older videos. Like, this is my first video. I'm still getting tips. So after a couple months, and I have a bunch of videos out that are going to be getting tips left and right. So if you're not on Library and you're not a content creator, I still would recommend that you probably come on over, because it's basically, you can get LBC for doing pretty much anything. Here are some of my these are the rewards that I'm getting. Some of them are for content creating, but most of them are for just being on the platform. So going for a stream, faithful follower. This has nothing to do with creating content, nothing. I don't think nothing. All this has to do, none of this has to do with me creating content, except for this one. And this is all of my tips, content tips for December. So these are all the tips that I've gotten so far since I've joined, and that is pretty good. Pretty good. So I definitely recommend maybe start interacting with the blockchain and getting some of these tips. And if you're a content creator, maybe use those LBC to support your own video. If you can't find it, go to settings and then go to experimental and click this. And then you'll be able to support posts. So then you'll be able to go to a video and it'll say support there. I also recommend, while we're here, watch this guy's videos if you want to learn about library. Watch all. I said that already. So yeah, I'm go to my wallet again. See where I bought that. I bought that 3,000. Man, so much has happened. I can't even see it. It's gotten buried from all the tips and stuff. Support. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for receive. There's that 3,000 I bought today. What else? Steem. Another thing about Steem, I forgot to say. If you're a content creator and you're not on the back scratcher bot, I definitely recommend that you become a part of this. So I redid some of the math, and I found out that, hold on, before we go to that, I mean, there's so much stuff. They added Tron Lounge added the top players. I'm messing around because I forget about stuff. So Tron Lounge has this new top chips players, and it shows you how many chips, like what chips package they have. So they have 19 blue level 1s, 2 blue level 2s. So I'm number 19, and you can see, so basically you can see, maybe it'd be cool if you could see when they expire, these chips expire, but you can see how many so this person right here, this number 1 person, eventually he's gonna run out of chips, and he's gonna forfeit, and he's not gonna be getting any more dibs. He's gonna have to keep on buying chips. But this is at 4 million, man. I mine 400, I'm up to 496. I'm gonna buy a Bluetooth. So if we look over here, see the 8 days left on these two. So what I wanna do is I wanna get 3 blue ones before these 2 expire. And then when this 70, I wanna get a green 3 before this 70 expires. Maybe 2 blue 2s before this expires. So I wanna have always more coming in than I have going out, because I wanna keep this going up. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy my blue 1. Fortunately, I haven't bought a blue 1 in a few days. I mean a blue 2. And continue reinvesting. So, yeah, that's that. Now back to Steem. So basically what I was saying is, if you're not a part of this, you need to be, because I did some math. So if you don't have, the best way to get into Steem, what happened? The best way to get into Steem is through, if you're a content creator, I think this is the best strategy. So say you want to get into Steem, you have no Steem, you want to get on the curation trail and start earning Steem, but you don't have too much of anything. So for 0.018 Bitcoin, you can get 1,000 Steem delegated to you. Now that 1,000 Steem power will get you a 5% upvote, I believe. Is it 5% or 10%? I almost don't even want to do it because I'm not even sure. It's 5%, right? So 5% gets you 91 cent per post, right? So Steem is about 13 cents. So we can do 0.91, divided by 0.91 divided by 0.13 equals 7. So for 7 cent, I'm gonna get 7 Steem per post, right? Now 7 times 90 days. So this is a 90-day delegation. You're gonna have the Steem power for 90 days. And if you post for every day for 90 days, you're gonna get 7 Steem. So 7 times 90, right? That's 630 Steem you're gonna earn in 90 days. But it's not really divided by 2, because half of the rewards go to curators. So you're gonna walk away with about 915 Steem, right? And then this 313 Steem is worth 313 as of today, 0.005 BTC. You only paid 0.001 to get this delegation. So you're gonna walk away with more Steem value than you originally had. So if you do this you only need 2 times to get on the trail for the 1% upvote. So this is, I think it's a great strategy if you don't have any Steem. If you have Steem, not so much a great idea to buy delegation unless you're only, the minimum I would do is 1,000 to get onto the trail. But that is pretty much it, I believe. SteemTron Lounge and library, underrated. Buying Steem, buying LBC, Long Beach. I keep thinking about Long Beach every time I see that. And 1.4 million. I remember I thought this was gonna never get to a million. Now it's at 1.4 million. And it's, the bigger it gets, the more profitable it gets. It's just one of those things where it's not even about being early or anything. So that's about it. If you're watching this on YouTube, congratulations, because I uploaded it on YouTube. You could have seen it really, really, really earlier if you were a patron in my Patreon group, and a little bit more earlier if you would have watched it on library. So that's the new flow for how I'm creating content. Because I'm doing well. I mean, I could probably do well without YouTube. So I'm gonna keep on crunching the numbers, and if I don't need YouTube, I might stop posting on it. Peace.